These are quick graphs from chapter 2.4, x and y intercepts. The first quick graphs we worked with were slope-intercept form, but these are going to be in standard form. In standard form is a very common type of form for an equation, and it's ax, so some coefficient times x, plus by, some coefficient times y. In this case, it's 1 and 1, equals c, so it's equal to some number. So this is a really, really common type of equation form, and you should know how to graph it. So these problems will be from page 90, although your assignment is on page 91, 29 through 37. All of these problems require workings, and 32 through 37 require graphing as well, so you'll have 6 graphs to do that on. When you use x and y intercepts, when you have an x-intercept, it falls on the x-axis. When you have a y-intercept, it falls on the y-axis, which means that anything on the x-axis has a y-coordinate of 0, so it's going to be x and a 0. And then anything that falls on the y-axis is going to have a x-coordinate of 0 and then a y value, so it'll be 0 something. In this problem, x plus y equals 9. This is very simple. Your x would stay x because you're looking for an x value, but your y is going to be a 0 because it's an x-intercept equals 0, equals 9. So x plus 0 equals 9, so x equals 9. That's your x-intercept, and your ordered pair, the location of that is 9, 0. You would graph it right here. I know those numbers are hard to see, but you're pretty familiar with coordinate graphs. On the next, the y-intercept, because we need 2 points to be able to go ahead and graph this, you are going to have a y-intercept, so your x-coordinate value will be 0, so x becomes 0 plus y equals 9. And yes, I want you to write this step. So you're left with y equaling 9. That's your y-intercept. If I were asking you for x or y-intercept, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the single number. So that's going to be 0, 9 is your location of that. So we're going to plot that at 0, 9. And then you're going to, this is going to be a continuous function, so you're going to draw a line through those. It's going to have negative slope. In this case, different from slope-intercept form, you only need the 2 points. You need an x-intercept and a y-intercept, so that's, in that way it's simpler instead of having the 3 points. I still think slope-intercept form, when appropriate, is faster. If you have standard form, though, ax plus by equals c, you want to use quick graphs using the x and y-intercept method. Now, this one's slightly more complex, but not much. We've got 2x minus y equals 12. Again, it's in that form. Ax, 2 is a, plus by, so negative 1 is b, and then y equaling 12, which is c. If you're going ahead and getting an x-intercept, then you have 2x, your y is already 0, equals 12, and yes, I want you to write that. So you're left with 2x equaling 12. Divide both sides by 2. X is going to equal 6. That is your x-intercept, but the ordered pair location of it is 6, 0. So this is what the x-intercept would be. Ex equals 6, but the location is 6, 0. And I think it's right there. Okay, and then we go over here to the y-intercept. So in this case, your x value has to be 0 because it's going to be 0 and a y value, and over here it was x and a y value was 0. So 2 times 0 is 0, so 0 minus y equals 12. Negative 1y, I'm putting the negative 1 in to help you if you have trouble with it, equals 12. Divide both sides using the division property of equality by negative 1, and y equals negative 12. That is your y-intercept. It falls on the y-axis, and it's going to be a little off. There's negative 10, negative 11, negative 12 would be down about here. The ordered pair would be 0, negative 12. Let's go ahead and label that. So this is 0, negative 12, and this is 6, 0. And then we're going to connect those points. It's going to have positive slope. It's going to rise from left to right. Let me go back up and write the ordered pairs on here. This was 0, 9, and this one was 9, 0. All right, moving along. Again, this is another kind of quick graph. Quick is just what it means. It's very fast, and so if you have If you have standard form, ax plus by equals c, this is the method you use. If you have slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, then use the slope-intercept form method for quick graphs. All right, moving right along. We're on this last one for our examples. Again, if you're setting up your assignment, let me remind you about this just in case you have forgotten. If you're setting up your assignment, this paper should be folded in half vertically. You would put these notes on the left-hand side of your paper, and your assignment problems would go on the right-hand side of the paper. Okay, I'd like you to try 3x minus 2y equals 18 on your own. You might want to find the x and y intercepts, check that they're right, then shut the recording back off again, and then graph it, and then check that the graph is right. So as soon as you've gotten your work done, go ahead and turn the recording on to see how you did. All right, for the x-intercept, 3x minus 2 times 0, the y-coordinate will be 0, equals 18. 3x equals 18. Use your division property of equality by dividing by 3. X equals 6. That is the x-intercept. The location of the x-intercept is 6, 0, and you can see I've plotted it here. And then for the y-intercept, your x-coordinate will, of course, be, you're going to have an x, excuse me, you're going to have a 0 and a y value, and over here you're going to have an x and your y value will be 0. So 3 times 0, 0 for your x value, minus 2y equals 18. Negative 2y equals 18. Divide both sides by negative 2 using the division property of equality. Y equals negative 9. That is the y-intercept. You can see it right here. 0, negative 9 is the y-intercept. It's on the y-axis. Its location is 0 equals 0, negative 9. This is the intercept. This is its location. So the circled part is the actual intercept. All right. You now have the assignment, page 91, 29 through 37. The first 3 are matching graphs to equations. Please make sure you show work on those as well. And the last 6 require you to actually find the x and y intercepts and graph those. And the nice thing about these is instead of 3 points, like you have for the slope-intercept, you only need 2 points. Review any of this recording that you think you might need to if you get into trouble in the assignment.